Are you ready for the first ever? Now, what are we calling this? Because it was going to be Nightmare Tee Shot, but I've extended it to Nightmare First Hole. So I think sometimes more can happen. I think Tee Shot's quite over and quite quick in it.
What do you think? What do you mean? So this
we need to have it like so we've got Listener of the Week. I've started calling that to be quite cool. I've shortened that to LOTW.
Lots.
So
LOTW.
Listener of the Week.
Oh yeah.
Let's call this. What can we call it? Just call it Golfing Nightmares for now. It could extend it to other bits. It could be like
a third hole.
Yeah, okay. At the minute, it has to be the first hole.
Golf Nightmare Stories.
Okay, Golf Nightmare Stories. If you want to feature on Golf Nightmare Stories, brought to you by Rick Shiels, email podcast at rickshiels.com.
Nightmare Golf Stories.
Nightmare Golf Stories.
Yeah,
so
NGS.
NGS. Right, I'll make a note of that.
NGS, Nightmare
He's
Golf
not
Stories.
Just a pretty face. Email podcast at rickshiels.com.
I feel like I've got a few of these myself, if I'm honest.
Right, you ready for this? I'm going to read it word for word, so bear with me.
I will tell you one of mine
It's
after this.
It's from
as well.
James Wigg. The best opening tee shot horror I've ever witnessed was in Spain on a boys' trip a few years ago. Myself and 11 other players in the group were all ready in our buggies adjacent to the first tee, quietly chatting, whilst the last four ball of a large Welsh society were about to tee off. We witnessed a few of the guys being a bit worse for wear earlier on. The starter...
Lads on a big trip.
The starter asks them to tee off. So the first three of these guys hit alright shots. But the fourth lad was about to do something truly special. He topped his driver about 20 foot and slightly left. So now he gets to his golf ball and he's blocked out by a tree. So he should really take your medicine and just chip out down the fairway and forget it ever happened. But no. He proceeds to pull his 3-wood out and go for glory. A beautiful swing and sweet connection, flushing the ball straight into a tree. Hitting it square on, the ball then rebounds over his head, flies over us on the tee, over the putting green, missing people by just inches, and goes straight into the pro shop, smashing into stuff behind the counter.
What?
We all stand there open-mouthed and look at the guy. He's looking down the fairway, thinking he's hit a beautiful shot.
Oh, God.
Only for us to roar out laughing as he turns around and sees the carnage he caused. He hops in the buggy and shoots off red-faced. Later on, we saw him in the clubhouse. Instead of awarding our annual bad shot award, it wasn't called bad shot, we'll call it bad shot award, to one of our group, we presented it to him in front of all his mates who were in stitches, and we told them the whole story.
Oh my!
We all sat down, 20 plus blokes, and had a beer. And it was one of my favourite ever memories playing abroad. From James Wigg.
Very nice, James.
It's
First
quite cool,
ever NGS story. It's so, I feel like that happens so much on lads' trips.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone's a bit worse for wear. Everyone collects down near the tee because everyone's kind of nervous. Everyone wants to watch everybody tee off. I mean, that's classic. That he not only kind of heeled his shot into the left anyway, and then decided to go for glory with the 3-wood, and then didn't even realise that he'd hit it into the tree and over the clubhouse
and
whatever.
Into the pro shot.
Love that as class.
I think what that was, the fact it wasn't his first shot, if you know what I mean. If it was his tee shot, I'd be like, well, it's like the fact he hit an alright, well, he topped his tee shot, but it's like, right, I'm using my way, and then it's it.
I'd like to know what the reaction was off his tee shot.
Mm.
Everyone, can I give you one of mine? I might as well go for the second NGS. I've had a few stinking first tees, I'll be honest. One of them when I was junior captain, the golf club I grew up at. Dogleg left. The sensible play is to hit 5-iron to the corner and then knock it.
Heart common.
Yeah. This was before the club changes, so it's a bit of a different hole now. It used to be much more of a right angle, 90 degrees over the driving range. You had to hit it if you wanted to go for glory. As a cocky 13-year-old, I decided to go for glory with my driver. 4 or maybe 3. I might be exaggerating the story. 2 or 3 drives later that went out of bounds because I decided to go on the corner. I then had to walk back to my golf bag, pick a 5-iron out and put it down the fairway. That's one incident. Another one, I was playing at Blackburn Golf Club in a junior open. Beautiful sunny day. Loads of people around the clubhouse. Loads of people on the veranda watching. My name gets announced on the first tee. Ladies and gentlemen, on the first tee, I think I was probably known as Richard then. Richard Shiels.
This blonde highlights era.
Possibly, yeah. Like David Beckham era. On the tee from Heart Common, Rick Shiels. So I stepped up on the tee. Par 4, dead easy hole, nothing to it, just slightly up the hill. And on the right-hand side of the hole was all the fence, all out of bounds, literally, right? But it kind of enough of a way. So I think I hit driver maybe. Picked up driver, hit driver, pushed it miles right. This is the days where I used to play big draws. Pushed it miles right. And even the announcer kind of like turned his head. And what I didn't realise at the time, it was actually a place for greenhouses. So like glass houses, basically. So I'm kind of listening out, and I hear this like smash.
Oh,
crap. So I didn't think anything of it. I had to go back to my bag, really. I had to walk down the stairs, back to my bag, get a ball, go back up the stairs, hit another tee shot. I repeated the exact same shot. Literally, it must have gone through the same hole of the window in the other. Luckily, it didn't smash anything the second time. But people like everywhere around, and to the point where I think I went down the stairs, got my ball back out again. This is now my 5th shot off the tee, and I think I hit driver again and just snap up the arse off it. So far left, it was unreal. That's one of them. That's 2 so far. The last one, open qualifying. Last time I did it,
West
2 years
Lancs.
ago. West Lancs.
tough tee shot that.
Tough tee shot, dog leg to the right. Decided to hit 2 iron because it's not really a driver. You run out of fairway. Nervous, 50 odd people around the tee. 2 iron. First shot, really toey.
Onto the range.
Like a top kind of hooky draw to the border of the out of bounds posts. So it landed like touch and go, right? Really touch and go. So I go, I better play a provisional. Hit provisional, hit it 50 yards into the out of bounds left, right? My first one I'm not sure about yet. So I'm now hitting my second provisional ball, hit it again, pushed it miles right into a bunker, got the worst lie in the world. So I went over that, made sure I had that one. It was the worst lie you've ever seen in your life in this bunker. Walked back over the fairway to my original tee shot. And honestly, when I say it was in bounds by inches, it was literally 6 inches. I ended up hacking out that hole, made bogey, but it could have easily been like a 9 or a 10.
And that's the beauty of YouTube, because you could have stood there all day, hit one good one, and that's the one that we use, isn't it? So
Don't be like that. It was only because there were people around.
Oh, no, I remember as a junior, I used to really thrive off people like watching me. I don't quite know why, but I genuinely did. Whereas now I've got older, I hate it now. I hate it now. And
it's funny because I think when people, when I even played in like the BMW Pro, and when you even caddied for me, that was a lot of people. Ludicrous. I think when people like see me because they've seen me on video, and luckily the videos get like hundreds of thousands of views, but they're not there live.
Yeah, it's different.
Like when we're filming, it's you, Tim, Harry. Like there's 4 or 5 of us around filming. And it's only when it literally you've got, and you can see that. I think I would rather, if I had a video of me playing golf, 9 holes of golf, and someone said that video is going to get watched by 1 million people.
Yeah.
I'd be like, okay, that's fine. If you literally said you're going to play 9 holes of golf and 50 people are going to walk around with you every single shot, I'd be more nervous about the 50 people walking around me every single shot.